Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Claire Sengyumba, and thank you for watching Sierra TV Rwanda. So go ahead and click the like button, click the dislike button if you don't like what we're talking about. Also, do subscribe and do share within your network so that we can grow the channel and we can reach more people. So I just want to go over something that Mr. Iyandemye talked about today, which was the national strategy for transformation. So, and the background for this is I don't even know how to start on explaining things. Okay. So Rwanda has a strategy to has a strategy for development. And it's broken down into different pillars. There was the national strategy for transformation one, and now we're doing the national strategy for transformation two. So within the national strategy, there are different pillars that have been identified and that government is going to work on and focus on so that the rest of the country will benefit from the work and that will help people, especially young people, get better jobs. So this is just a very broad history of the NST2, so the National Strategy for Transformation 2. And this kind of wraps into the Hang Up Pitch Fest. So I'm going to share my screen. Um, and of course, if you could just bear with me, because I want to make sure I share the right screen. Okay, actually, yep, that's the right screen. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little bigger. So let's go to the NST. So you can find the NST online. So I selected, so I'm looking at page 25. So just to show where did I find this document, you can just Google NST2 Rwanda and then it's right there. Let me make my screen a little bigger. NST2 Rwanda. Then you can find documentation. Then you can go straight to the website, which is this one right here. Okay, so I was on page 25 because that's what I want to talk about because that pertains to the Hanga Pitch Fest. And I'm going to move myself here. That way we can look at, okay. Okay, so now what do I want to highlight specifically on NST2? Okay, so there we go. So the creation of, I don't know if everyone can see this here, the creation of productive and decent jobs. Okay, do we all see this here? Perfect. So this is all in NST2. And this brings me back to the Hanga Pitch Fest. And because I feel that there's a gap that we need to address. Well, first of all, please update this website because I believe that we have a different vice president now, or is he a prime minister? I think prime minister. Um, I do believe he's a doctor, Dr. Sengyumba. No relation to this Sengyumba, by the way, as far as I know. But this website needs to be updated, and that's fine. Just pointing out what can be improved on. And I think because this is from, okay, so they're updating a couple of things. But going back to what is the gap that we need to address? Because this looks really nice. And so I'm just going to stop share really quickly so I can go over this. So the Hang Up Pitch Fest, and I know, so if you know more about it, great. If not, you can just go on their website. They have information. So the Hang Up Pitch Fest is kind of like a startup hub where you have small business owners and entrepreneurs. They go to, I guess it's what a specific location in Kigali where they get training, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like an accelerator, and it is funded by government, as far as I know, by the government of Rwanda and by the UNDP, I think. If I'm wrong, just let me know in the comments. So, so the Hanga, is it the Hanga ecosystem? No, it's not the ecosystem. Let me see. Hanga, Rwanda. Okay, Hanga Central. So the incubator, the accelerator part of the program is it's discharged through Hanga Central. Fine. And then the cream of the crop, the best of the best, they get to pitch their startup in front of an audience. And we have industry leaders within that audience that judge according to metrics. So there are pitch videos online. I'll make sure to add the link so that you can view it. So now here's my problem. So we have young people in an accelerated program. Great, because something is better than nothing. Fine. But then we don't have an outward facing um, advisor. I think we need to include some sort of outward facing curriculum within the accelerator program because there is a very, very big market that we're missing as entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, you're in Rwanda, you're in the technology sector, there's money that you're missing that you can actually have in your pocket. What's that money? Let me show you right now. So now, this website, okay, is called Upwork. Now, um, if you don't have an account with Upwork, let me make this bigger here so you can see. Do you see this here? That's Upwork. If you don't have an account with Upwork, sign up right away. If you want to know what it is, just Google it. It's right there. Now, what I do is I go on this platform regularly and I always type in Rwanda because it lets me know what are the jobs, what are the opportunities available for Rwandans. Okay, so now, and it also gives me an idea of of the mindset of who wants to hire people in Rwanda, because it gives you an idea of what the world thinks of Rwanda, really, right? So for example, so I type in Rwanda just to see what jobs are available that have the word Rwanda in it. So here, I guess I need to move like this, and I need to make it bigger. Let me move. I'm gonna move myself here because I think that's easier. Okay. So back to this here. So this job here, audio recording for Swahili language in Rwanda region. Okay. So we are looking for native Swahili speakers specifically in Rwanda region. Okay. Um, to participate in an audio project. So they want to record short sentences in Swahili to improve voice recognition. So this is an AI project. Okay. And they say here that they need 50 freelancers and they want the freelancers to be in, this is kind of funny, Rwanda region. Okay, sorry. Rwanda is a country, but they probably don't, maybe they know or they don't know, I don't know. But anywho, e- not every employer is educated. Let's just say that. And it's nobody's fault, really. There's always a remedy for ignorance. That's fine. But they say that, so this is an AI project. Okay, fine. Next, and this is what I wanted to highlight in this video when I said, hey, there's money. So if you're in Rwanda, if you are part of the tech club, there's money that you're missing. And it's right here. Let me show you this again. And I showed it earlier or earlier last week. So this employer here says what they need, proof of business address assistance in Rwanda. So this is what they want is a virtual office. So a virtual office is different from a physical office, if you understand what I'm saying. So, when I first saw this a couple of days ago, I went online and I tried to find a virtual office in Rwanda. I haven't found one. This is a problem. So, there's a gap there. It's not hard to get a virtual office, okay? Um, where was I here? Da, da, da. Service sector. Okay, so all right. So the NST2, I want to highlight this here and move myself again. Okay, that should be good enough. All right, so according to, and what section is this? This is pillar 3.11. Okay. And I guess pillar 3.11 is part of, okay, let's go back. Just bear with me, guys. Okay, I'll just go back to what we're talking about and we can talk about NST2 in a broad we can have a larger conversation around it, but let's stay focused here. So, something that entrepreneurs in Rwanda need to do, and this is part of the National Strategy for Transformation, we need to provide global I don't know if you can see it here. Global Business Services. It's right here. Global Business Services. Okay. There is a customer somewhere in the world, okay, who wants a virtual address. Okay. Who is this customer? I don't know him or her specifically, but 3 weeks ago, somebody in the world said, "Hey, I'm going to," so they want to do something in Rwanda or in the East Africa community. They're interested. To do whatever they're interested in doing, first they need a business address, which makes sense. They're not going to be in Rwanda physically. They need a virtual address. So, how come we, and by we I mean us service providers that have a connection with Rwanda, that have access to, um, so we have access that others do not. So myself, I have a close network of people that I work with, but how come us service providers, how come we don't have a website, a simple website online where people can just log in and pay for a virtual office in Rwanda? It should be that easy, but we don't. Um, Wait a minute. So all of these .com websites that I'm looking at now, they're not in Rwanda. Oh, let's see what these people are saying. Okay, so this is another example on Reddit. Let's see what they're saying. Okay. I don't want to log in. Okay, so look at this. Looking for reliable virtual office in Rwanda. This is a founder. Okay. I'm a foreign entrepreneur launching a tech startup in Kigali and need a virtual office. I wonder if this entrepreneur in the is going to be pitching at Hanga Pitch Fest. Maybe he's part of the best of the best. So this is, look, he or she even says business registration address, mail handling, professional local phone number. This is very easy to do. Now, they don't understand. So when I send mail to my colleagues in Rwanda, I send it to that. I use not DHL. I use FedEx. Yes, FedEx. And then that is sent to a hotel. I think it's Hotel Mille Collines. And then my colleague picks it up. But that's for us to know. They don't need to know that. This is what the person wants. It's very easy to do now. And of course, they say, okay, preferences, I want it to be affordable. I want it to be recognized by the RDB, English speaking support. Okay, so this person is just like me. His or her Kinyarwanda is basic, but at least they are interested in Rwanda. He or she is asking for recommendations, any scams to avoid. So they're asking, and I wonder, did they find the answer? I don't know. As far as I can see, oh, look, this is kind of sad, guys. Office phase Rwanda. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let me put these people in there to see. Copy. Okay, office phase. Office phase Africa. Let's see. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Office phase Rwanda. I think I see it. How much is it? Mhm. Office phase. How much is it? Book an office. Contact. It's not telling me. It's taking too long. And it would be expensive. I don't think this is the answer they're looking for. Next, Norskin. Maybe. Oh, okay. The person got in touch with them. Okay, so they went with Norskin and okay, office phase. Oh, someone here said I can help. And then a month after that, someone says, any luck with that setup? In a similar situation and would like to get your input help. So even though here they said office phase or Norskin, I've been on the Norskin website. I'm not, it did not seem very customer friendly to me. And it's not saying, so this is what I want us to do, guys. We need to copy paste this website, okay? Because entrepreneurs like this person here, okay, they will just type in virtual office Rwanda. Our website will be able to pop up. And by our website, I mean, this is just pretending that I'm on this project. And if we can have somebody in the tech industry to, have a website like this is money that you can get straight away because they want a virtual office. They're not going to be there to have a physical office, but they want a virtual office. And you don't need to go to Reddit to ask people, hey, how can I find a virtual office? So there's a gap. And this is something that is easily achievable. I think, actually, this is something that I would be open to working with other people. Maybe if four or five of us, I guess five people, we can put together some money and set up a website just like this one. Okay. Does everyone see this here? So instead of saying Wyoming virtual office, we're going to say Kigali virtual office. There's going to be the price right here. And then they can click on it just like this website. Okay. And then they can pay us. So I don't want people to have to go online and then Google where is it, and then you have to contact them on WhatsApp, which is fine. But if we really want to get here, which is what? Provide global business services, we can't be relying on word of mouth from people on Reddit. Um, it's not professional. It's not professional, and if it's not professional, then it cannot become a reality. Okay? So that's just something that I wanted to share regarding what can you do as an entrepreneur if you are in Rwanda, if you have knowledge in tech, um, if you're part of the Hanga pitch or the Hanga Central, I think, community, um, we need to change our mindset somehow, or the team at Hanga Central, they need to have somebody that is outward facing, that has more of an experience working within maybe more, because the problem here is Hanga Central, that's a government program anyway, that's fine. Funded by government and UNDP and maybe some money from Europe, but I it's not, in my opinion, there's something that we're missing which we should be addressing if we really want to provide global business services. Because if I'm a founder, I want to go on the internet, type virtual office Rwanda, and I want to have it right there. I don't need to go on Upwork, a website that I showed you, which if you're not on Upwork, sign up. So I don't need to go on different platforms to ask people for a service that is actually very basic. It's very basic. So that's just another video that I wanted to put out today. Thank you for watching Sierra TV Rwanda. Today is November 4th. If you have appreciated the content, give us a like, share this video with your network. If you don't like the video, give us a dislike, and then tell us why in the comments. My name is Claire Sengyumba. Thank you for watching Sierra TV Rwanda.